It's the first week of August, so you know what that means? Yes, market update. I'm going to look at what the market did in July. Stick around. Hi, welcome back. My name's Joe Brown. I'm a realtor with Century 21 List with Beggins located in South Tampa. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Hey, I've mentioned this several times, and I've had a couple people take me up on it. So please, I have guides that I'll send you for free. All you have to do is send me an email, ask for it. I have a home buyer's guide, a home seller's guide. Then just based on my background and education, I have the Educated Move Approach Guide, right? And it's guiding families through how to sell their home and the process I take them through. So please, if you're interested in any of those, send me an email. I'll be glad to get them to you. So thank you for being here with me. If you've watched the past couple videos, so I did a market update a few weeks ago for June. Then I looked at sellers, right? Because some home prices are dropping. And then I did a video on how should sellers price their home? What are some things to consider? So now I want to look at what the market did in July. I'll compare it to June, just so we can see a trend. I have a very interesting graph to show at the end. So stick around because I think that's interesting. Again, just the caveat. The data I'm talking about, I pulled yesterday, which was August 4th, and it's just for South Tampa, okay? The 5 zip codes in South Tampa, 33606, 609, 611, 616, and 629. So if anybody's fact checking, say, oh, Joe, your numbers are wrong. Well, they could be, but they're pretty accurate as of yesterday. So I'll put my graph up here just so you can follow along. And a couple things you want to see is number one, active listings. And you can see active listings are up to 489. So if you recall, several months ago, maybe back in February, we were down below 200 active listings in South Tampa. So now we're up to 489. And you say, that's great. If we go back to 2018, so 4 years ago, active listings were over 800, right? So we're still almost half of where we were 4 years ago. But this is a good trend, and I'll talk about that in a second, why that's good. But it's a good trend that there's more homes on the market. Look at new listings. So these are families that during July decided we want to sell our house, right? And the thought process, people are, interest rates are going up. We're scared of what's going to happen. But they've still decided to sell their house. And you can see that dropped almost 100, right? So we had 246 families put their home on the market. And you may think that's quite a drop. But if you recall, and I've said this on several other videos, the average is about 250 per month, right? Now, back in January and February, we were down about 180 per month. Last month, as you can see, we were at almost 350. Month before that, 330. So we're just coming back to normal, right? Which is about 250 homes per month. The average days. Now, I changed this statistic. I have been sharing with you the median days to sell. And so you can go back and research your math terms. What's the difference between a median and an average? I wanted to show the average days to sell. And you can see it's still quite quick. What is it, 15 days, right? We went from 12 days to 15 days. That's still very quick. And as I said, stick around more on that. Look at the number of sales, right? So how many people decided to buy a home? And you can see we're up slightly, 30 homes to 202. What's important about that number, right, is we hear about this fear, inflation and mortgage rates are rising. And but what we're seeing, 202 people just south Tampa decided to buy a home. There's still buyer demand. That's why it's taking 15 days, to sell a home. There's still that demand out there. And that's what's important, especially if you're considering about selling your home, to realize, yes, there's still buyer demand. There's still people buying homes. There's still people selling homes, right? So it's still an active market. Look at median price. Again, it depends on where the home is, the size of the home, the condition of the home. But you can see we went from 680 to 655. Still quite brisk. Just for fun, I went back 10 years to January 12, right? South Tampa, the average home price was $200,000. So just in 10 years, that's tripled. So still 655, very brisk for South Tampa. And then if we look at the ratio of what people are getting for their houses to what they're asking for, we're still at 100%, right? We're not seeing homes selling for under list price. Now, this is a change because earlier in the year, before, going back to October, November, we were seeing 104%, 107%. So homes aren't selling over asking price. And the video I did, I'm not sure if it was last week or week before, with home prices were dropping, not dropping. People were repricing the home by 3%, right? So on a $300,000 home, they dropped the price $3,000, $9,000, right? Just a 3% drop. It's not that the home prices are dropping. The list price is being repositioned. There's still a lot of equity in the home. People aren't selling the home for a loss. So, and the same is true. I looked at this statistic yesterday as well. Just this past week, we had 65 homes in South Tampa reduce the list price. And again, the average was about 3%. So, again, people put their home on the market, and the thinking is at first, well, let's see what we can get for it. And if it's not attracting buyers, well, let's reduce the price. Let's reduce the price until we get some activity, until we get some interest. So that's what we're seeing in the market. Let me go back to earlier comment. We're seeing an increase in inventory, and I say that's good. Because a normal market, right? So what is normal? I don't know what normal is, right? We talk about the new normal, but I don't even know what the old normal is. So, but a balanced market where there's the same number of homes on the market as there are buyers in the market, then that's about a 6-month supply of inventory. That's a balanced market. Below 6 months, it's still a seller's market. Prices are still increasing. Now, we have increased our month supply of inventory. We are now over 3 months. If you remember a year ago, I was sharing with you that we were at 3 weeks of inventory. Now we're at 3 months of inventory. And so home prices are not escalating as fast. They're still escalating, but not just as fast as a year ago. And so we're at that 3-month mark. As the inventory increases and buyer demand decreases, we'll see prices level out. It won't be such a furious market. We'll see the days to sell increase. And that's a great segue to share with you this graph that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. I wanted to go back to 4 years, right? January of 18 to current days to sell. Look at this. Well, what do you see? So we're focused on the current, 6 months, past 3 months, whatever, and we see, days to sell are increasing. Well, look where it was back in 2018, right? We were between 40 and 60 days, sometimes even over 60 days for a house to sell. When I went back to 10 years, we had months of over 100 days, right? So now we're at 15 days. So what does that mean to you? There's still buyer demand. Again, if the home is priced right, in the right location, and in a good condition, it will sell, and it will sell quickly. And part of that, right, is pricing the home appropriately. Listen, I did a video on this. I don't even recall how long ago. There is a price for every home, no matter the location, the condition, the area. There is a price for every home. The question is whether the seller wants to sell it for that price, right? So you can take a shack on the side of the road off of 301 and you say, I'll offer it for $5. Well, yeah, people will pay $5 for it. Yeah, but the seller may not take $5 for it. The seller wants $1 million for it. Well, nobody's going to pay $1 million. So then it's trying to find that price that's attractive to buyers. And so it takes some humility on the seller's part to listen to what the market's saying, right? And that's really what it is. The market is this invisible hand of what people agree the value of the home is. And the market is not some arbitrary table of figures. And it's not me as a realtor saying this is the value of the home. The true value of your home is what somebody's willing to pay for it. So that's why I say you have to be humble, listen to the market, and the market are the buyers and their interest in your home. And so if you set a price on your home and people aren't attracted to it, the market's telling you it's overpriced. Or it's in a bad location, bad area, and so reduce the price to make it more attractive. I really got off on a tangent there. I'm sorry. I hope you stuck with me. Listen, I love sharing this information with you. If you are considering selling your home, reach out to me. Let me be your trusted advisor. And if you wonder if you can trust me, Google me. Joe Brown, Realtor in South Tampa. Google me, find out what other people say about me. Right? Let me be your trusted advisor. Let's sit down. Let's talk. If you want to use me as your realtor, great. If you don't want to use me as a realtor, great. At least you have the information, right? So let's work together. I love sharing this information with you. I truly do. I want you to be informed to make the best decision possible. Next week. Bye-bye.